center of the spotlight can be stressful. The public is always interested in the smallest details of your life, and privacy is pretty hard to come by. Eventually, fans will find out exactly what skeletons are hiding in your closet and share them all over the world. These are the top 10 untold celebrity secrets. Number 10. Matthew McConaughey really likes food. Like, the actor is reportedly turned on by it, admitting that he has what he calls a food fetish. Sometimes he has to stop eating because he is too aroused, saying, "I think food is really sexy." Sometimes, if I taste something I really love, I get such tingles down my spine that I have to stop and take a break. McConaughey is also a pretty decent cook, but loves fast food. His favorite is a double cheeseburger from Sonic with plenty of jalapenos and extra ketchup.
Alright.
Number 9. Megan Fox's dirty secret. Definitely the most literal entry on our list, Megan Fox is notoriously bad at flushing the toilet. She may be beautiful, but Fox has said, "I'm horrible to live with. I don't clean. My clothes end up wherever I take them off. I forget to flush the toilet." Here's hoping she figures out how to clean up both her personal hygiene and her Hollywood career. Number 8. Mark Wahlberg committed a hate crime. Before starring in blockbuster action films and breaking hearts with the Funky Bunch, Marky Mark was running with a pretty rough crowd. In 1988, Wahlberg violently attacked 2 Vietnamese men while attempting to rob a convenience store. Racially motivated, Wahlberg's attack left one of the men, Johnny Trin, blind in one eye. Arrested shortly after the attack, Wahlberg served 45 days in jail before turning his life around. Having since crossed into superstardom, Wahlberg requested a pardon for his past crimes in 2014, citing his charitable acts over the past 3 decades as proof of his changed status. Wahlberg has since dropped the pardon request, but has been forgiven by Trin himself, so at least that's something. Number 7. Daniel Radcliffe had a drinking problem. Everybody's favorite wizard had fame thrust upon him at a very young age. Child stars often have trouble adjusting to the limelight, so as upsetting as it is, it's not too surprising that Radcliffe developed a drinking problem. While filming the past few Harry Potter movies, Radcliffe admitted he would often show up drunk or hungover to set, and would spend his nights out partying. As he got older, Radcliffe acknowledged that his drinking had become an issue, saying, "I'd stay in my apartment for days and drink alone. I was a recluse at 20. Seeking treatment for his addiction, Radcliffe found his happy ending and is now clean and sober as of August 2010. Number 6. Jack Nicholson's childhood. Every family has their fair share of secrets, but few are as dramatic as the history of Jack Nicholson's family. By the age of 37, Nicholson had already gained massive success from his roles in films like 5 Easy Pieces and Easy Rider, and was considered one of the most bankable stars in Hollywood. However, it was in this very moment that Nicholson would receive a massive revelation. In June of 1974, it was revealed that the woman Nicholson thought was his sister was secretly his mother, and that the woman who had raised him as his mother was actually his grandma. Sadly, Nicholson never learned the true identity of his father. Oddly enough, Nicholson's experience mirrored that of another Hollywood figure, singer Bobby Darin. In 1968, the then 32-year-old Darin discovered the woman he'd been calling sis all of these years was actually his mother, and the woman he thought was his deceased mother was in fact his grandmother. Darin had been contemplating a career in politics, which prompted his sister to come clean about the circumstances of his birth.
Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown.
Number 5. Woody Harrelson's father was a hitman. Woody Harrelson has played his fair share of killers throughout his career, but his father was the real deal. Charles Harrelson was a notorious hitman who was connected to multiple murders across the United States, and in some conspiracy theory circles, he is even named as the JFK assassin. His assassin career came to an end when he was convicted of the assassination of the first federal judge to be killed in the 20th century. Given a double life sentence, Charles would spend the rest of his life in prison, dying there in 2007. Number 4. Tim Allen was busted smuggling cocaine. Tim Allen is best known for brightening childhoods with his roles in family classics like the Santa Claus and the Toy Story franchises, but he has a darker past most don't know about. In the late 1970s, Allen, then going by his real name Timothy Dick, was caught smuggling over a pound of cocaine in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Potentially looking at life in prison, Allen turned states with witness, receiving a lighter sentence in return for providing information on a dozen other drug dealers. Once he had served his time, Tim moved out west where he began performing regularly at the Comedy Store. Breaking into the mainstream, Allen eventually landed his own sitcom, Home Improvement, which ran for 8 seasons. Wildly successful, the show was loosely based off Allen's stand-up routine and personal life. Apparently, he just forgot to mention all the illegal drugs. Number 3. Taylor Swift is a crazy cat lady. According to her former housekeeper, she owns a few cats, and her entire home is filled with photos of them. The pop star gives all of her cats full names and titles, like Dr. Meredith Grey and Detective Olivia Benson. Her love of felines has even affected her fashion sense. T. Swift has been spotted wearing a robe covered in cat faces with her name on the back. Ever the philanthropist, Taylor is also known to leave out milk and food for neighborhood strays. How nice! Number 2. Vin Diesel is a huge nerd. The action star is best known for his roles in the Fast and Furious, Chronicles of Riddick, and XXX franchises. But did you know Diesel has a hidden passion for all things fantasy? It's true. The muscle man has been playing Dungeons & Dragons for the past 20 years. He reportedly taught Dame Judi Dench how to play in between takes on the set of Riddick. Vin even has a tattoo of his character's name, Melkor, somewhere on his body. That's some serious dedication to the game. Number 1. Matthew Broderick caused a car accident that killed 2 people. After he finished shooting Biloxi Blues in 1987, Matthew Broderick and his then-girlfriend Jennifer Grey decided to take a vacation to Ireland. While driving from Urbanstown to McGuire's Bridge in a rented BMW, the 25-year-old actor collided head-on with an oncoming Volvo. Both the driver, Anna Gallagher, and her mother, Margaret Doherty, were killed. Broderick suffered a broken leg and claimed he had no recollection of the events leading up to the crash. Fined only $175 for careless driving. Both Broderick and Grey were allowed to return to the United States without charge. That's our list. Know of any other dirty little celebrity secrets that you think should be in the top 10? Be sure to let us know in the comments section, and to like, subscribe, and share this video.